this week, obviously, we haven't really been in camp and we've just been doing life stuff and it's been really fun. But I actually had an experience which I haven't ever had before, which is very TMI, which is too much information to be sharing. But obviously, that's what we do on the podcast. We share our whole life with you. So I am going to share. So if you don't want to hear about girly stuff, then please feel free to skip on
the month
probably like 5 minutes. So I had an experience this week that I've never had before, which was within my running session, I had the most excruciating stomach pain. Right.
Were you on your period?
Well, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pregnant?
All right. God, yeah, this is my announcement. Christ.
Okay, she's not pregnant. Anybody that even reads into that, she's not pregnant.
God, that's going to be ruck.co.uk, like
Trapped
announcement.
wind?
Yeah. Like, bloody hell, that's clickbait if you want it. Listen to that's going to be the title.
Yeah. Pregnancy.
Sorry, so I had the most excruciating tummy pain. To be fair, my boobs have been a bit sore. But however, sorry, I was running and I stopped and I was like, I don't think I can carry on like proper, like, you know, when you're like bending over like, oh, this really hurts.
I don't really get cramps.
No, so I've never had that before in my life. Like never had cramps. Anyway, my mum was actually there with Alfie and I was like, Mum, I have to go to the toilet. I had 4 like hundreds left.
Yeah.
I was like, I actually can't get through the rest. Went to the toilet. I said, oh, I've got ibuprofen in the car. Could you go and get it? Went to the toilet. Weed. That was it. No number 2s happened. Real TMI here. And then I went back out and finished. And I actually then felt all right. But the pain, like I thought to myself, if I was in a game, no way would I be able to finish it. So, sorry. Then I get home, do my gym session, then get home, go to the toilet. Oh, I'm on my period.
Oh, right, okay.
But I'd never in my life experienced that before. Literally never, ever. Never in my life had I done a running session or done anything and then been on my period had come. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd never had that experience or even walking around or I'm not very symptomatic when I'm on my period. But it really, really made me think, okay, so if I was playing, what the hell would I do? But then my mum was like, oh, adrenaline, like all that stuff, like it probably wouldn't happen. But then when I was speaking to Rob about what had gone on this week, and obviously it gave him TMI, I actually said when I was in the last World Cup, so I guess it's really relevant to now, was that I didn't have a period for 4 months. And
after or during?
So I didn't have a period when I was in New Zealand, so we were there for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have a period for like 3 months after when we got back. And I think, well, I think I know, obviously, it was due to like a lot of stress within that time frame of my life. But it really, like, obviously doing the running session made me think, God, I don't want that to happen again. Obviously not have a period because it's not, obviously I'm fine now. Well, I think I'm fine now, but don't know what's going on, but I think I'm fine now. But you don't really know about that stuff and like how much actually stress affects your body. And like not having a period is not good for your,
it's
like
not normal,
not good for your body. And I think we are about to go through another really stressful period of our time, and it's understanding like what our body is going to go through and like putting your body in, like we said last week, into the best shape physically and the best shape mentally as possible. And like I think anyone out there who has like had something similar, or like if you have really bad like period pains or anything, like
symptoms.
Like it must be really hard. Like I couldn't imagine. And I know
the girls sometimes have like hot water bottles on them. I think is it called tum-tums? There's like a certain period pain tablet that we have at England that people can take. I think it's just paracetamol is my guess, or like a stronger paracetamol. But yeah, I'm the same as you. I'm not really symptomatic, but I know even in the Red Roses, there's girls that really do struggle. But there is ways to help it. Yeah. But like you said, you got to play a rugby game at the end of the day.
And you can't and like I know there's a lot of research around like training levels and what you should do when you're on different phases of your cycle. But I think when you're in a team sport, it's really hard. Like we could spend 3 weeks together and all try and sync up and then we'd all be on the same schedule. But I think it is really difficult. And I think you've just got to understand your body as much as you can. And I think knowing that last World Cup, like I was that stressed and probably emotionally exhausted that my body then was like, no, we can't do this part every month. I think like I know that I don't want even that to happen this time as well. So just to allow every motion to be fluid and allow everything to happen. And you know, we've discussed before, like within camp, about obviously we wear white shorts and how the Lionesses have moved to blue shorts. But we've discussed before that we don't want to change. We like that our identity, I guess, is a white shirt and white shorts. And we have a lot of period products like out regularly within the changing room, within like match day fixtures. And
I think it's just normalising it. Like normalise speaking about it. Because as much as you're saying TMI, it's not actually TMI because it's normal.
No, I know. I just find it is like uncomfortable. Even when you're in the change room and you'll go, has anyone got a tampon?
Yeah. But that's what I mean. I think that's what needs to be normalised. And why I was standing on the point of I want it to be white shorts is I remember someone saying that if you've got blood on your shirt, you're seen as heroic. Like, oh God, she must be really strong and brave. But if you've got it on your shorts, someone's like, ooh! So it's just normalising, okay, if someone's on the period, like there's spare shorts, you bring some spare knickers and there's a tampon in the changing room for everybody if they should need it.
Yeah.
So that you know that in a game, actually if someone leaks, because it happens, that actually you can just run to the toilet.
Yeah.
There's something that you quickly change, you come back onto the pitch and it's just like a 2-minute roll, bring the sub on, take them back off.
I don't think you can do that. But...
No, but it's blood. Like, it's the same as blood. If you get blood on your shirt, you go off, you have to change your shirt. So it should be the same for shorts. But yeah, I just think the whole like period, whether it's taboo, needs to be normalised for kids growing up who then
100%.
Come on the period, then they feel like they can't do sports, for people that have symptoms that affect them to be able to openly speak about it and say, this is the way it's affecting me, and have, you know, coaching staff, physios, doctors that are well equipped and educated to know what's best for the athlete. And more research is going into it. We're doing way more within the Red Roses to understand when you might be stronger, like in your cycle.
Yeah, well, I do feel that, like when I'm
100%.
In a certain phase of my cycle, like I think I lift weight and I'm like, geez, that felt like 20 kilos lighter.
Yeah,
but then the week after, I'm like, oh,
no, I get it.
Take it off.
And I personally speaking, I need to put more effort into understanding my own cycle. I just think, oh, come on my period when I come on my period. I don't even track it.
No, well, to be fair, so after that running session on Monday, I then went, I'm tracking it now.
Yeah.
Like, and because I was like, you know what, I'm going to track it because I want to know how long my cycle is. I want to know that if it is the semi-final and I've been selected and I know that day potentially is going to be the day that I'm coming on, I can prepare. Do you know what I mean? And I think I do, it's a blessing in disguise. Obviously that running session, it was excruciating, but at least it was just a running session and it wasn't like a really big moment that I needed to like really perform in. But yeah, no, it did make me track. I literally went onto my phone and I was like, right, track that then, because I need to know for in a couple of months' time, or hopefully in a couple of months' time anyway.